Hey, it's Christophe Clugston, the Jedi Dogmaster, along with Bandit. And people asking me about how his training for the audition is coming along. I'll do another video about that. But you're not going to believe what's going on now and whatever. So I guess it looks like, Soprano meets Duck Dynasty. There must be a huge estrogen rise in that New Jersey guy. And who's got American Amazon Prime? Who's got an Amazon Prime in the U.S.? You need to send him some Vagisil. Send that guy some Vagisil. Looks like he got, he won't say my name. He won't say my name. Oh, yeah, that's gonna stop people from noting the fact that, okay, I'm gonna set things straight here again, and I'm gonna, you know who told me about these videos? Yeah, Robert Hynes, which I'm gonna cover here in a minute or two. You would never believe that Robert Hynes is the guy that told me that Larry Krohn had made some videos about me. And so I guess let's take it this way. Now I know, Larry, that some of your acolytes, you might call them fans, are struggling with simple addition and such, but they don't seem to understand that the challenge that I have up, number one, involves 3 different events. It's not just a quarter mile, which you didn't do. You didn't do. Let's stop lying, Larry. Let's just stop the lying right now. You didn't do a quarter mile. It's not measured. Well, one, you didn't put in a formal application, so it doesn't matter. There's no one to verify. You do it from the end on your phone. And by the way, so for some of you pathetically plankton level cognitive people, the dog that you see me do on the highway, I know he's also doing it in a park, but on the highway, yeah, that's measured, and he's wearing a GPS collar. I know that you guys, you little pet dog losers, don't know anything about that. And then there are people who, I guess, responded like, oh, what pet dog needs to be able to do a quarter mile? Whoa! Yeah, okay. No, they need to know how to do IGP, stupid-ass stargazing. That's really important. And prancing. No, that's really important for a pet dog owner. No, a quarter mile is functional. And is that anywhere near what that dog can do? That dog, Zarathustra, is a KMPV Dutch Shepherd. You're not going to beat him with your dog. You want to play the game? Let's go. Let's go. Let's see who can do the furthest. You want to do it? It's got to be some money involved, though. I'm not doing this to impress you. Oh, and I don't impress you? That's such a load of bullshit. Larry, where's your 120-pound American Bulldog that you've trained how to limp on both sides? You'll never be able to pull that shit off. Never. So stop acting like, oh, I don't impress you. You don't impress me, Larry. Pet dog shit and emulating sport dog trainers for pet dog training? You can't do movie training. See, that's one of the things. My dog, that dog, Zarathustra, can do all sorts of stuff, and he can do movie work. You see the things that he can do? Your dog can't do any of that shit that he's doing. Cannot. And he's not as athletic. You're beat, because his genetics, I mean, he's the son of a legend in Holland. Son of a legend. Let me put you out to that. And I'm working with other dogs, like Bandit. Bandit is up for a movie audition for a part. I'm not really supposed to talk anything about it, and I'm not going to say any more than that. The people who know, know. The people who don't know. But anyway, the fact is I work with it, and I noticed you stayed away from, you obviously watched part of the video to know. I'm not going to mention his name. Well, woo, you're not going to mention my name. Why? Scared? Scared of what? And you didn't understand, none of you people understand that I put that out there as motivation and inspiration. Everybody can do a quarter mile. No, they can't. They obviously cannot do it. And if you think that's my limit, guess again, Junior. Guess again. Things have gotten a little crazy there with that New Jersey background you got. You know, the winters come a little early there in Jersey. So what's happening here is that was there for inspiration. The only person who's done a legitimate measured quarter mile so far is the matriarch. Yeah, and she's working with 8 dogs. She's also doing things with 8 dogs you can't do, Larry. You know, let's put it in perspective. I don't impress. Well, I do impress the movie people and tactical people that I work with. It doesn't matter how long you trained out. Yeah, right. Bullshit, boy. That's why you said, oh, you've been working for so long in it. Yeah, it does. You want to negate it. You want to dismiss it, downplay it, so that you can change the goalposts with everything. It doesn't matter. Well, what does it matter doing IGP bullshit? Contrived. You never answered that. And when have you worked with a dog where you could die and the dog could die? You've never done that shit, Larry. I have. Now, let's get off. I'm going to switch topics here, because this is also about Robert Hynes. You know, Robert Slow Ketchup Hynes. Now, I noticed that Cabral and a bunch of other people, I've been contacted because Hynes has said a bunch of stuff. He's deranged and unhinged and doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, doesn't understand Skinner, doesn't have a behavioral degree. I do, among other things. Yeah, that matters too, by the way, Larry, if you're still listening. All these things matter. But there are people who are trying to censor him, and they call it brigading nowadays, I guess, ganging up on him. Oh, we can't have him talking. Yeah, well, I'm a free speech absolutist. So I don't care, you know, that he's saying these things. I'm not out there to censor the guy. I'm out there to slug it out. Because that's, you know, once again, I'm a professional fighter, was a professional fighter, did it for a really long time. Kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, shoot boxing, you name it, stick fighting. I've done it all around the world. So I don't run from conflict, and I don't know what Cabral's problem is. I'm feeling, you know, I've said some things. I say things. See, I don't pull any punches on my channel, and there's things I like about Robert Cabral, and there's things I don't like, and I mention them, and I'll say them. And if he doesn't have the, you know, intestinal fortitude to want to answer them, because I have legitimate things, and I come from an academic background. I'm academically published, among other things. So, you know, guys, you want to start comparing who's accomplished more in life? Me than you guys. Oh, I don't like it. He's bragging and everything. I guess you must not like Ali or Sugar Ray Leonard or Conor McGregor, right? No, I want to fade in the background and be like some of these idiots who are franchise trainers who make a lot of money, but you don't hear about them because they suck. They're passing themselves off to suburban idiots who don't know about dog training and never will. They can't do anything. And again, you don't know about movie training, but let's get back to Robert Hynes. So I am not for censoring this guy. I am not trying to shut him down. I want him out there, chain smoking, vaping. Watch him. This guy's going to kill himself in a month or two with his nicotine addiction, and he is a nicotine addict. Yeah, he is unhinged, and he said a lot of stupid stuff about me, and he continues to do it. But I'll slug it out with him verbally. And as I was saying, I come from an academic background, and we didn't have this, oh, it's about my feelings. It's about my feelings. My vagisil is kicking in. You know, wasn't about any of that. It was about proving your point empirically, which Hynes cannot do, by the way. But, you know, I'm open to people who want to try to refute me, but with empirical evidence. Again, now, you low-thinking people, oh, pay up, I did a quarter mile. No one's done a quarter mile. No one. And that's only part of it. I know you guys are too stupid to make it through here and go look up and do research, because that's not what a millennial does. A millennial just talks out his ass and gets emotional. And the sub-millennials don't even do that. They're up to that. So, what's going on here? It gets me laughing because the ineptitude is incredible. So the thing is, Jedi Dog Master Challenge is out there. It's to prove trainer's skill. Larry, you haven't done it. Oh, I don't impress you. Yeah, well, I impress other people, and I'm doing things you can't do. If I'm not impressive, then why in the living hell can you not do what I've done? And you still haven't done a quarter mile. That little park thing, trying to dismiss it and stuff, oh, that's nothing. Well, the bullshit IGP prancing is nothing, and it's pointless and not functional. And, oh, those guys impress you, Larry. Well, you know, Sphincterville there, close to Jersey City, would explain a lot. So anyway, talking about the entire Cabral on the Robert Hynes thing, people in the United States have this idea, oh, you can sue. Yeah, none of you are lawyers. You don't know how hard, number one, to prove slander or defamation. You're gonna have to prove actual damages. You'll never be able to do that. And you're gonna have to pay a lawyer thousands of dollars. Now, Cabral's got the money for that, but I don't know if he's gonna do that. And something else, you know, freedom of speech. So he can say, Hynes can say what he wants to say. He also lives in Canada, so you're gonna have to be dealing with that. And even if you were to get a judgment, which you're not gonna get, doesn't mean you can collect. So all these people in the United States suing, it cracks me up when they take their ethnocentric asses to the third world, for example, and they, well, I can, you know, there's no suing. You fall in a hole, doesn't matter who dug the damn hole. You broke your leg, whatever, you broke your damn leg, you know? So it's a little bit why third world people have a little bit more self-responsibility, trying to make everybody responsible. Now, also I want to, as I'm jumping around a bit, this is, you know, Larry, this is the dog that you can't train, because you can't do what he can do. You could never train him to do what he can do. Where's your 120-pound? He may be above that at this point. American Bulldog. This guy's a big guy, and he can do things that you can't do. Yep. Oh, but I can't do anything, right, Larry? Oh, I have not oppressed you. Well, I've oppressed a bunch of movie people with this guy. I just told him to go over there. Yeah. And I'm going to tell him to raise his paw. Come on. I just tell him come back over here. He likes this thing. He's going to come down the thing. I'm going to signal him there. There it is. Click. There you go. Okay, height. Among other things, you know. Oh yeah, you can do that. No, nobody can do that. No one. They don't know. All the border collie people, they don't know how to train a dog this big to do that. It's like you know, a power lifter doing chin-ups. Yeah. So it's much more difficult than for a small dog. And you don't know the methods, people. So yeah, and that reminds me. Oh, Jedi Dogmaster. Oh, that's so. Yeah, okay. I guess you never heard of Cher, Prince, Yay, among other things. Oh yeah, let's. Yeah, it's called branding, memory technique, dumbasses. And if you, there's a story behind it too. Also, it's like a nom de guerre. Look that up. You can find out the story if you do some research and actually watch some of my videos. Instead of, no, you gotta tell me everything I want to know right now. Yeah, it's important for a dog to have, if you don't have a recall, you don't have a dog. Whoa, whoa. Oh, and by the way, the people who are too stupid, well, it's not enough, he's gonna have distractions. You see the dog, I have one, the truck goes by him inches away, he doesn't move. Oh, I'm too stupid to watch that. Yeah, you see the things where I have the dog, jungle dog, which you don't have, Larry. You've never trained a jungle dog. You'll never see one. You don't know what they are. I have him under such good control that he waits 20 feet from me to go after a squirrel until I signal him to do it. Oh yeah, you guys can do that, right? No,
I'm going to tell him to go watch this.
Quit lying, you know? Quit lying.
Yeah, there's control, people. There's control. There's control. He sees the squirrel. I'm going to tell him to go watch this. Hike!
So the point is, I'm not going to censor Hynes. I don't agree with him, but I'm a free speech absolutist. I'm not about, I don't like what people say, I must crush them. You know, I'm not about the weak ass emotional bull that's coming from basically millennials and sub-millennials. I'm not for that. And Larry, you know, pull yourself out of the reruns of Sopranos and actually do something and get inspired. And try to figure out, that was an inspiration video I did. Let's see other people do, because man, if you want to compete, you want to actually compete for an actual real distance, let's go, brother. Let's go, because it's on. It's all on.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Larry, have you found that bag of dicks that you were looking for? Yeah, pretty wild. You're looking for a bag of dicks. Can almost hear Norm Macdonald saying that. Bag of dicks.